Facebook event, right? They're there. So thank them all. Tell them how much you appreciate it. The second thing is tell them that they're in for fun. Kind of the third thing is give them a little outline of what we're going to do. So I'm going to talk to you for just a few minutes here, and then I'm going to show you a lot of great things to do with all this jewelry, and you're going to love every bit of it. And then you're going to get to go over to the table and have fun shopping and playing in the jewelry. So kind of give them a little outline. That's people like that as their comfort level. That's the third thing. Number 4, go around and introduce each other. There is a huge purpose in that. There really is. It kind of warms up the group before it gets started. So don't skip that part. That's one of my favorite parts, is that introduction time, where I kind of get to know them. You know, you can ask them all kinds of great questions, whether, what would you do with an extra, blah, blah, blah a month as far as money, or you can ask them how they know the hostess, all kinds of great questions out there. But have that introduction time. And the 5th one, the most important one of all, thank that hostess. Right? You pull her up next to you, put your arm around her and say, I just want to say thank you so much. I'll say Peggy Horner's my hostess. What do you think? I'll say, Peggy, I just want to say thank you so much for having me into your home and letting me meet your friends. And, just tell everybody, oh my gosh, she is so sweet, y'all know that. And how much fun we've had working together. So really thank your hostess. Can y'all do that? Let's hear it. That's right.
That's right.
You can do that. All right, so your main goal is to tell them a little bit about the company, right? I hope everyone in here is going to tell everybody at the beginning of their show that we are celebrating our 30th anniversary. That's huge! So make sure you incorporate that and tell everybody how we're celebrating and how fun it is. I also want to know that, or make sure you know, to say something about that our company is built on service and integrity. That's one of my favorite things to say also at the introduction or the beginning of my jewelry show. It just kind of sets it up and it sets the tone. And then when you go into the guarantee, going back to the idea of keeping it simple, don't go into all those gazillion examples of the guarantee. Just keep it basic, keep it simple, just say a word or two about that. And my favorite thing to say here is that I am going to make sure you are so very happy with the pieces that you choose. It's like my personal guarantee. And I think that makes a big difference. That's when I get those people going, okay, she's the real deal. Okay? So make sure you include something like that. All right, are you ready to hear from some of these incredible women over here? Let me introduce to you first, Lana Privette. Okay? She's going to talk to you a little bit about booking jewelry shows. She is an amazing 5-diamond designer. She's been in Premier for 8 years. She is a very, very busy mom and a wife. She's got 2 little girls. I'm sure they'll be jewelers one day. So let's get this. After quitting her job as a nurse, any nurses out there? Okay. After quitting her job as a nurse, she realized she needed that extra income, about $400 and a week. She determined that she was going to do 2 jewelry shows a week. And you know what? That's what set her up for being consistent. And now, here she is. She averages about 80 jewelry shows every year, but the last 2 years, she has been in the top 10 as number 10 in retail. So help me welcome from California, Lana Privette. Take it away, Lana.
All right, ladies, let's get to booking. Before every show, my goal is to have 2 shows on my books before the actual show. My first booking is going to come from a girlfriend of the hostess. I just ask her, who's your friend that loves to get together with the girls and have a good time or is always wearing jewelry? And she'll tell me, Party Patty or Jewelry Jenny. And I say, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to call Party Patty or Jewelry Jenny tonight and ask her if we can count on you to be one of her bookings for the night. And if she says yes now, I'm going to have a special gift waiting for her when she comes to the show. Now, this is important. You've got to ask her, is she a ring girl or a bracelet girl? I'm going to call you tomorrow morning and see what she said. So the reason why I don't say, is she, call her to see what she said, if she's going to do a show, I just really am calling to say, is she a ring girl or a bracelet girl? Because I just assume if I say, you're getting a special gift, you are booking a show, right? That's right. Okay. Now, what I tend to give those pre-bookings, I do a summer accessory kit. So the summer accessory kit is a tote bag, some of our fabulous sunglasses, and based on what she says, if she's a ring girl or a bracelet girl, I will give her that. Now, since we're transitioning into fall, I will switch it over to a fall accessory kit. And so we all need our infinity scarf, right? So we do an infinity scarf, a mini purse, and a ring or bracelet, whatever her preference is. So that's what I do for the something special for that lady that pre-books. Now, our next booking is going to come from our hostess. The best way that you can establish consistency in your business is to always rebook your hostess. My hostesses usually rebook the following year in the same month because they all have their month, okay? And I just reassure her and let her know that the ladies that have come to the show, they're going to come again because they had so much fun and they're going to want to see the new jewelry that just came out since the last time we were together. And the ladies who couldn't come are going to be there for sure because they have been outside of the jewelry sisterhood circle. They've missed out, okay? Because really strong bonds are formed by women who wear fabulous jewelry, and we all know that's true. That's right? Now, before we get that booking, to get those shows on your calendar, you must believe and act like the booking queen that you are, right? So when you're driving to that show, I want to give you something that you can do to help you get in the right frame of mind. Are you ready? Ready. Okay. I'm a booking queen. Everybody books with me. Yeah. So that's going to get you in the frame of mind because you have to have an attitude of expectancy. Now, what I use to help my guests interact with me are diva dollars. I love these things. Now, they get diva dollars for woo-hooing or laughing or saying things like, you're so fabulous to me. Also, they can say, love it, gotta have it, mine. So, pretty soon the diva dollars are flowing and we are laughing and I am moving from stranger danger category over to I am the very fun jewelry lady, right? Because ladies book because of the fun. They want to create a fun environment for their girlfriends, okay? So they book for fun. So you have to ask yourself, would you party with you? I hope so, right? So, diva dollars. And what I do at the end of the game, whoever has the most diva dollars wins a fabulous prize. And I also give diva dollars because fabulous is my favorite word, so they have to keep up with how many times I say fabulous, because I say it a lot, so fabulous. So, usually what I give them is just like a bling fingernail file or a bling compact, just something simple. But I don't tell them what it is, but women are competitive. I mean, I've never had a fight, but it could happen, okay? So, my booking activity actually starts before the show, because we're on to now, we booked our girlfriend before the show, we rebooked our hostess, now we're at the show. So, it actually starts before the show. And I do keep it very simple. So this is my tray. And what I put in the tray, everything I'm using here you can get on the incentive site. I just want to do a plug for these little coil bracelets. These are going to sell out after this. I just know it. I'm going to book a ton of shows with these. Okay, so what I do is I just put this tray on the coffee table because people, and the women are going to sit around the coffee table. It's separate than my other jewelry, so that does draw attention to it. So when they sit down, they're kind of like, this to it. And if they ask me about it, like, what are these? I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about those. I can't wait to tell you about it. And that's all I say. Now, this is important. I do have some multiples of the rings, but a lot of people are bracelet people, right? Bracelet ladies. So what I do is I try to just do one bracelet of each. And the reason why I do that is because that creates the thinking of, ooh, I hope somebody done did that because that's the one I like, right? Okay? Now, placement of your booking activity is very important. I think the best placement for it is after you've modeled the jewelry and shown the versatility, because that's when they are the most excited. And that's when they're ready to hear what you have to offer. Now, I do think when you share our hostess plan, you got to share it quickly. And I want you to try to avoid money figures. And I'm going to give you an example. If I say, okay, if you have a $500 show, you're going to get $150 in jewelry. And then if you do this, then you're going to get $50 more. And then if you do this, you're going to get $50. How many of you just tuned me out? Right? I kind of equate it to like when your husband comes to you and says, we really need to talk about the budget. You guys are not like, yay, right? We do not like budget talks, okay? We just like fun, and we are so much fun, right? That's right. Okay, so what I do is, I'm just going to share, what I tend to do is I pick a lady that I've been having a lot of fun with. I don't pick the hostess because she's already connected with the hostess plan because I'm there, right? So I want to pick somebody else, and usually it's the one I'm having the most fun with. So I'm going to ask Megan. She's going to be our biggie volunteer for the day, okay? And I say this, I say, okay, Megan, me and you, we're a team, all right? You got this. This is my version of Jewelry Lady, minute to win it. Okay, do you guys believe in Megan? Yeah. Here we go. I'm going to show you what an average hostess gets when you have a jewelry show and premiere. Our average show is around $500. Okay, Megan, I'm just going to get you to do just like this. Perfect, okay. Every hostess always gets 30% of her total sales of free jewelry, okay? Doing so good. She's not going to breathe the whole time, but I won't let her pass out. Okay, this is what 30% looks like. And then you have an opportunity to earn $50 for having the show the night you schedule it, just getting a couple orders for some girlfriends who can't come. Next, another $50 for having 3 of your girlfriends book their own fun girls night, okay? But I saved the best for last. You also can earn up to 8 items at half price. I don't know about you, but the half price rack is my favorite, okay? So, this is the true test for the minute to win it. Here we go. Let's cheer Megan on. She can do this, right? It was the cheers. It just knocked it right off. Good. Okay. That's what you get for getting the girls together for some fun. Yeah. All right. Now, one thing I want you guys to know is I don't want you to sell those half-price items short. Research shows that women will initially think they are getting a better deal with the discount. Okay? So really be sure you talk the half-price items up so that they get excited about that. That's probably going to be the most impactful right then at that moment. Now, I gave you the dollars. You did great, Megan. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to transition to my booking activity. And I just say, okay, ladies, how many of you, and I know because you've got lots of diva dollars, saw some things you want tonight. And I raise my hand, and they're going to raise their hand too. And I say, how many bookings? Do y'all remember how many bookings Susan Hostess used to get that extra $50 in free jewelry? Do y'all remember? Yeah, I know. So what I did tonight, I know a few of you had your eye on this tray. So what I did tonight is I brought a gift for each of you to take home. How excited are you about that? Okay, now all you have to do is pick a piece of jewelry, a date, and a place for me to meet you and your friends for a little bit of fun. It could be at your house, my house, a restaurant, your work, wherever you want. I take care of everything. The only thing you have to do is worry about the fun and free. I do the rest. Okay, who wants to go first and pick out your piece so nobody else gets it? And and then I wait. Because silence is awkward. So, usually somebody will go. I don't go around to everybody because I don't know, you probably have seen this happen, but no-itis spreads like wildfire, okay? And so we just have to shut it down before it even starts. So, I just wait. Now, let's say you do the booking activity and nobody jumps up, right? So I say, you know what? I can tell that you guys are givers and not takers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hand this to Judy, and we're just going to pass it around, and you're just going to pick out your piece. We'll worry about the rest later. Okay? And then I don't want you guys, if nobody jumps up and says, "Ooh, I'm going to do a show," just remember they're just thinkers. It's not a big deal. They're thinkers. Okay? So make it your policy to always re-ask at checkout and have your little tray. Hopefully there won't be anything left on it. But just remember, keep it simple. And just remember, you all are booking queens. I'm a booking queen.